So shunya is actually zero. And so it means like hollow, means no core. So actually it's a very good translation. It's a very literal translation.
Because things are dependent on each other, that's why we have to feel compassion.
Exactly. Exactly. And another good sign that our emptiness practice is going well is if you're really bringing it inside, experiencing it, what you'll notice instinctively when you come out of meditation, you'll feel closer to people. You'll feel more connected. Because of dependence arising. Compassion is the expression of emptiness. That's another good sign emptiness practice is going well, is that from that emptiness meditation, when you come out, you should feel more connected, more instinctively compassionate to others, because the idea of interdependency. So that's another sign that emptiness is going well.
What did you say? Emptiness is what? So compassion?
No, compassion is the expression of emptiness.
Oh, okay.
That's the natural expression of emptiness. Loving kindness, compassion. And it's said that when we get to the point of realizing emptiness directly, that if we get to that point in the path and we come out of that meditation, it's said that our loving kindness and compassion to others will literally explode to a level we never thought possible. Because now there seems to be me and them. And there's sort of this gap or distance, you know. And we try to develop compassion for them, but it's difficult. But when we realize emptiness, we'll realize there's no gap or distance between us and anyone else. There is none. So therefore it becomes spontaneous, compassion for others.
So it also develop attachment?
No. No, because there's no independent me, independent them. So emptiness, if we realize emptiness, it would be almost impossible to have any attachment. Sorry?
But it depends on the meaning that I will give them. So it can...
No, it's a realization, so it's not intellectual. It's instinctive. So when you come out of the meditation, instinctively, you'll have this interdependency. You'll experientially see it like that. And then there's no ground, there's no possibility for attachment to come in. It's not possible. Not possible. Good, huh? Right, very last point, and then we'll stop, is analogy. This emptiness idea is not that easy to understand, as we can start to see. So often a lot of analogies are used to help us better understand the idea of emptiness. One analogy that I particularly like and I find helpful is the analogy of a dream. Now, when we're dreaming, in the dream, there appears to be a dream me, and there appears to be an independent dream world out there. So in the dream, if we meet something pleasant or unpleasant in the dream, usually attachment, aversion, fear, so forth. But if in the dream suddenly we realize we're dreaming, i.e. lucid dreaming, so in the middle of the dream we suddenly realize, hang on, this is a dream, then there still will appear to be a dream me, there will still appear to be an independent dream world there, but because we're lucid now, we will know this dream world is deceiving us, this appearance. There is no independent dream world. This dream world is a product of our mind. Which means now, because we're lucid, and we see something pleasant and unpleasant in the dream, it would become almost impossible to have attachment and aversion, and we would enjoy the dream a hell of a lot more.
There is a big release. Once we experience it's a dream, there is a real release.
Of course. Similarly, if now we are asleep with ignorance, we believe there's an independent me here, independent world there, we see something pleasant, attachment, unpleasant, aversion, big mess. But if we become lucid by realizing emptiness, then there still will appear to be an independent me here, an independent world there, but because now we've realized emptiness, we will directly realize these appearances are deceiving us. That even though there appears to be an independent world, because I've realized emptiness, I realize directly those appearances are like a dream, a product of the mind. And therefore, if we encounter something pleasant or unpleasant in our waking world, it would become almost impossible to have attachment and aversion, and we would enjoy our waking world a hell of a lot more. So this analogy I find very helpful in understanding the concept of emptiness. So run over time there, so maybe we'll stop right there. I'm sure there's lots more questions, but we'll have plenty of chance to do that tomorrow. So tomorrow I want to go a little bit deeper into the emptiness practice. Particularly I want to focus on the person, me the person, and also be focusing on the body and the mind. That's when it really gets interesting. So we're going to be focusing on those practices tomorrow. I also then, of course, a lot of feedback in terms of those meditations. So if you're not sure about the meditation or you're having some sort of experience, that's the time to ask to get that sorted. And also tomorrow I'd like to talk a little bit about how we can progress on the spiritual path through the Vipasana practice. And then also, in the last session tomorrow, I want to look at how we can integrate all of this Vipasana practice into our daily life to make it most effective. So that's going to be tomorrow afternoon. So that's the program for tomorrow. So let's stop there. Have a nice evening. See you tomorrow.
Thank you.